touch their knees. But Chaitanya, he had such long arms that his hands touched his knees without having to bend at all. So this is and Chaitanya had such wonderful hair and such a wonderful golden complexion. So he was called Gaur-Hari. And so he sat down there, but his effulgence was so brilliant that everyone inside the conference, they could, what's this man sitting there? He's such a brilliant effulgence. It's a sannyas, but he's sitting in a place where people are washing their feet. And Prakasananda Saraswati himself came out and brought Chaitanya into the assembly. So there's so many instances where Chaitanya won people, he influenced people just by his humility. And so we have to study that third verse. Actually, Prabhupada also mentions that third verse in a little different way. He said, this is in the Nectar of Devotion. This is how he, his translation of that verse. The devotee should be more tolerant than the tree and more submissive than the grass. He should offer all honor to others, but may not accept any honor for himself. That's a great, a great task. All honor to others, no honor for myself. That's an extraordinary task. Inhuman task. But the devotees are called upon by Chaitanya Mahaprabhu. And so, I don't want to take up too much of your time. I've been working on a text over the last couple of years about Chaitanya. And let me just read to you a page. This is, I'm working on this same story about the civil disobedience organized against Chankasi. When he found out how the devotees were threatened, Chaitanya was enraged and his body shook with anger, and he defiantly proclaimed, "Today I will kill all the meat eaters." But at the pleas of the Vaishnavas, Chaitanya soon calmed down and devised a plan. He sent word for all the devotees to gather that night in the defiance of the Qazi's order, and they would all proceed to his house. He told the devotees, "Then we shall see how brave the Qazi really is. So don't be afraid. I have millions of servants across the universe who will come and protect you. In an instant, we will flood the land with the holy names." And that night, a full moon illuminated the sky. The streets were soon filled with devotees who had come from far and wide. Many people gathered. The excitement surged. Kartals and dangas were heard up and down the lanes. Conch shells sounded in the distance. Suddenly the chanting began. The Maha Mantra, the great prayer for peace. The lead singers chanted, and majestically thousands of voices responded. Soon the holy names flooded through all of Navadvip. Thousands of torches shone across the town. All the devotees continued from one neighborhood to another. More and more people came to join them. Many had never chanted before, but now everyone's heart filled with the unbounded joy as the tumultuous singing of Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, resounded in all directions. Some devotees sang, some danced, some carried torches, some played their musical instruments, some laughed and wept at the same time. Other people remained hidden in their homes, wondering when the Qazi and his men would arrive and put an end to this commotion. They thought that they should run outside and warn everyone that the Qazi would be on his way. Then the streets would be cleared in no time. But from the crowd outside, they heard threatening shouts. Let's go to the Qazi's house. Yes, drag him out. Tie him to a tree. Down with the Qazi. We will no longer tolerate his threats. Chaitanya radiated a wondrous smile. His curly hair fell down his broad shoulders. A flower garland draped around his neck fell down across his chest. With his raised arms above his head, in supplication, he danced round and round and leapt here and there to the amazement of everyone. The crowd roared with delight. No longer did anyone fear the Qazi. During the chanting, the people did not even fear death. So it was at this moment in time, in Bengal, in the early part of the 16th century, hundreds of years before Mahatma Gandhi and Martin Luther King Jr. led their nonviolent demonstrations, Chaitanya inaugurated the Sankirtan movement, the public chanting of Hare Krishna. Chaitanya wanted a peaceful demonstration, and it would be. This was the first recorded massive civil disobedient demonstration. The Sankirtan movement was certainly the great blessing for all of the citizens in the Kali Yuga. Whereas the caste Brahmins kept their scriptures and mantras in their hands, just for a few, Chaitanya broke open the coffers of love and gave access to the holy names to people everywhere. Just as the sun rises to dissipate the darkness, Chaitanya and his movement appeared in the world to dissipate the darkness of the Kali Yuga. So it's just a little part of my book that I'm trying to write. Hopefully, I've been working on it for a couple of years. Hopefully I can try to get it done sometime this year or early next year. We'll see what Krishna arranges. So thank you for your kind attention. Are there any final thoughts or questions? Another 5 minutes to 9. So I thank you again. In just a few moments at 9 o'clock, we'll be serving out breakfast in the next room over here. I hope everyone has a great day visiting here in New Vrindavan. Thank you for coming, and we hope to see you again soon. The devotees are here to serve you. Thank you so very, very much. Hare Krishna.
Hare Krishna.
All glories to Srila Prabhupada.
Jai. Jai.